Welcome to the Direct Selling Business Guideline Training by Auretics Limited. By choosing direct selling as your career, you have opened a horizon of opportunities before yourself. However, this business is governed by some important rules and regulations which you are bound to follow. The objective of this training program is to understand the overall direct selling business and its do's and don'ts, rules and regulations in India so that we can comply with them. In this training, objectives will be understanding the skills that will be developed by direct sellers in the course of their career, understanding the concept of direct selling business, understanding the difference between direct selling and traditional marketing, understanding the laws and guidelines of direct selling business. We will know what the core skills, professional skills, and technical skills are developed for the direct sellers as per NOS or National Occupational Standards. A direct seller should have these core skills to be able to communicate with customers and other stakeholders. The core skills required are writing skills. One should be able to do written communication with concerned parties as per requirement. Reading skills. One should be able to read important documents, papers related to business, and understand the written matter. Oral skills. One should be able to communicate with clients, customers, vendors in a clear, cheerful, and positive manner. A direct seller should have the capability to make sound decisions, be able to plan and execute actions. A direct seller must be customer-centric, which means they must be able to provide best service to their customers, focus on providing customer satisfaction, and solve the customer problems. A direct seller must be able to solve problems and use analytical skills to overcome challenges. The professional skills a direct seller should have are decision making. One should be able to take important decisions for improving and growing their business. Plan and organize. One should be able to plan the business activities as per priorities while setting targets and execute their plans. Customer centricity. One should be able to provide best of the services to customers, solve their problems, which will bring more customers to their business. Problem solving. One should be able to identify the root cause of any issue and work in a positive manner towards eliminating the root cause and then laying down a process to avoid recurrence. Analytical thinking. One should be able to think of the new ways to improve the business operations. There are some technical skills that each direct seller should have to manage their businesses on their own with precision and by following necessary guidelines. The technical skills a direct seller should have are perform basic accounting, calculating income and expenses, and tally cash deposits in bank. Continuously update self on new products, services. Conducting daily business operations as per business guidelines. Build relationship with vendors, dealers, customers. Meet health and safety requirements at work and get licenses if required. Manage customer needs through need identification. Demonstrate show creativity, innovation in daily business operations. Stay aware of the laws that regulate the business. Let's understand how direct selling business has some basic differences with the traditional businesses. What is the direct selling business? Unlike the traditional retail and other channels of selling goods, the direct selling business is a system of selling goods and services directly to the customer through a network of friends, relatives, and people at large. Auretics deals with the various types and categories of products which can be branded and non-branded items. We offer following range of products: Ayurvedic, health and nutrition, cosmetics, personal care, wellness, food and beverages, FMCG, cleaning and sanitation, kitchenware, bags and luggage. How it works. The direct selling business is done by word of mouth publicity and by inducting new sellers under one's own network. Persons involved are known as distributors, associates, members, or partners with whom the company has entered into an enforceable written contract. Auretics business provides multi-levels of compensation, that is, profit plus commission on sale of goods. Customer network, thus it is a distributor-based business model. You can also see that there are some salient features of direct selling that make it different from other businesses. Sponsoring of distributors, periodic minimum purchase, frequency of purchase, business expansion through continuous sponsoring, compensation from own sales effort and from sales done by the downlines, full money refund during cooling off period. Auretics offers 30 days period for the same. It is imperative to understand the do's and don'ts of the direct selling business in order to carry out business activities properly in compliance with the existing laws and regulations. Direct selling. Do's and don'ts. Do's. Monitor performance of independent distributors. Have buyback policies in place. No upfront fees for the right to market the direct selling product. Purchase of sales training materials, products should be completely voluntary. Business should be based on products that are non-harmful, and primary objective should be to promote the products. Don'ts. Requiring substantial upfront fees, minimum monthly subscription to ensure they buy products for self-consumption from those people who are recruited to sell the product. Pressurizing recruits to purchase corporate products for their own consumption or to stockpile a large amount of inventory. Involving distributors in pyramid or Ponzi schemes. In the following slides, you will understand some important guidelines for direct selling product. Guidelines for direct selling. Do's. Complete demonstration and explanation of goods and service, price, terms of payment, credit terms, return policy, terms of guarantee, and after-sales service must be offered to prospective customers. Direct sellers engaged in direct selling should carry their identity cards and not visit the customer's premises without prior appointment approval. At the initiation of sales representation without request, truthfully and clearly identify themselves, the identity of the direct selling entity, the nature of the goods and services sold, purpose of the solicitation to the prospect. A direct seller shall keep proper books of accounts stating the details of the product, price, tax, and the quantity in respect of the goods sold by him or her in such form as per applicable law. Don'ts. A direct seller shall not use misleading, deceptive, and for unfair trade practices, use false or deceptive or unfair recruiting practices, including misrepresentation of actual sales or earnings and advantages of direct selling to any prospective direct seller, make any false promise or any representation to a prospective direct seller that cannot be verified, knowingly make, omit, engage, or cause or permit to be made any representation relating to the direct selling operations, including remuneration system and agreement between the direct selling entity and the direct seller or the goods or services sold by such direct seller, which is false or misleading. A direct seller should not encourage the purchase of goods in unreasonably large quantities. It is not obligatory to buy any literature or any sales demonstration equipment. Product return policy is an important part of a direct selling company's policies. In case the customer is dissatisfied with the product, Auretics offers a very transparent product return policy. Auretics also offers a very distributor-friendly buyback policy for those who want to resign from their distributorship. Auretics buyback policy. Distributors who wish to resign can return usable, resellable, restockable, unopened, unaltered products with minimum 4 months shelf life. Terms and conditions of buyback policy. If resigned within 30 days of purchase, full refund is provided. If resigned after 30 days of purchase, refund of distributor price minus total bonus paid and 10% service charge will be deducted from the amount. Auretics business plan has many attractive features that make it the most robust plan in the industry. Accumulative plan. Only promotions, no demotions. No requalification. One-time achievement. No renewal. Engineered to help you prosper. Please pay attention to the below points in order to prevent yourself from fraudulent schemes and practices. One should understand and stay away from pyramid schemes. Pyramid or endless chain distributor schemes ask people to make an investment of money. They ask people to recruit more people. Such schemes promise a large return against a small investment. People are enticed into making an investment with a false promise of returns. Such schemes become more unsustainable as more people are drawn into them. At times, investment in gold, jewelry, and shares are introduced to make the scheme appear more legitimate. They work through chain letter schemes or making multiple groups and paying off the first group with returns from the investment made by the second group and so on. Ministry of Consumer Affairs has issued important guidelines and company policies to be followed. You can refer to the link given below for more information. These are the laws that govern direct selling businesses in India, such as Model Guidelines on Direct Selling 2016, Price Chits and Money Circulation Scheme Banning Act 1978, Indian Penal Code 1860, Code of Criminal Procedure 1973, the Indian Contract Act 1872, the Consumer Protection Act 1986. Let's know about the Price Chits and Money Circulation Schemes Banning Act 1978 in detail. Money circulation scheme means any scheme with a promise of making quick money and taking money or any valuable things from direct sellers at the time of joining or on a periodic basis. As per this law, no one can conduct, promote, or be a part of any such scheme. If anyone is found guilty, it can lead up to an imprisonment of up to 3 years or a fine up to Rs 5,000 or both. Let us know about the Indian Contract Act 1872 in detail. As per the Indian Contract Act, any individual who makes a promise without any intention of performing it is liable for legal proceedings, which may include imprisonment and fine, compensating the person who has suffered the loss due to breach of contract. It's important to know about the Consumer Protection Act 1986 to do the direct selling business. Rights of consumers under this Act: right to safety from non-hazardous products, right to be informed, that is, adequate and accurate quality, right to choose from a variety of product range and pricing, right to be heard, that is, service support and feedback, right to seek redressal, that is, repair, replacement of product, right to consumer education. As shown below, there are ways and means of consumer protection under the Consumer Protection Act 1986. Ways and means of consumer protection: Lok Adalat, PIL or Public Interest Litigation, redressal forums and consumer protection councils, awareness programs, consumer organizations, that is CERC, VOICE, CGSI. In addition to these, there are important guidelines that need to be followed. It is also important to keep in mind the restrictions as shown below. The following are not permitted: payment of incentives except incentive related to the volume of sales of goods and services, supply of goods of inferior quality or goods that have crossed the expiry date, selling products that does not give value for money, collection of service charge. General conditions to be followed: the MRP should be visibly displayed on the package carton. The MRP should be visibly displayed on the package carton cover of goods. Should carry guarantee warranty of the manufacturer. The consumer should have the opportunity to exchange, return goods if it has any manufacturing defect or the product is not useful within 30 days from the date of sale with the unbroken protection seal. Please go through the requirements for direct selling entity which any MLM company should maintain. An MLM company should maintain A. MOA, Certificate of Registration, and in case of a partnership firm, partnership deed. B. Copies of Sales Registration Certificate, CIN, DIN of Directors, TAN and PAN. C. IT returns for the previous 3 financial years. D. IT statement for tax deduction at source. E. Know your customer or KYC. Additionally, every multi-level marketing company or direct selling entity should have grievance redressal mechanism. Every multi-level marketing entity must have a complaint redressal forum to effectively address the customer DS complaints. Details of such forum should be made readily available on the website of the multi-level marketing entity. For the latest details about Auretics, please refer to the updated Auretics compensation plan at www.auretics.com. Thank you for going through this mandatory orientation module and wish you excellence.